Welcome back to the Horror Movie Files. Today's topic will be over the iconic classic horror movie, The Birds. But before we continue, a word from our sponsors, the Patreon. Geeks and Gnomes has a wide array of content, including written stories, videos, shorts, and digital art. This includes fan-made projects like the Horror Movie Files and original projects, with my most recent and proudest being Endless Conflict, which I'm sure some of you have seen shorts here on YouTube. Supporting the Patreon is the best way to ensure we'll keep making content here on YouTube and our other social media outlets. Also, as a patron, not only will you never miss out on new content, but any requests you make will never be ignored. Additional details on subscription perks will be displayed on our main page, so please check that out. There is also a 7-day free trial in case you change your mind later, so there's no need to worry if it turns out you don't like our content. Now back to the file. This video will contain images and descriptions of wild animal attacks, large swarms of aggressive birds, and minor mentions and depictions of blood. Nothing extreme, but still, if any of that makes you uncomfortable, then please feel free to click off the video. For those willing to continue, let's begin with SCP-AEQ. SCP-AEQ. Codename: Aggressive Migration Behavior Scenario. Object Class: Somnum. Special Containment Procedures: SCP-AEQ has only ever occurred once in history, making the need for containment procedures redundant. However, the Foundation, to this day, has no clues as to why it happened or what caused it to eventually end. As such, surveillance staff all over the world are to do weekly reports on any unusual behavior of birds. Even the slightest evidence of an SCP-AEQ scenario happening, or something similar, must be reported to MTF Command. In such a scenario, the high alert must be signaled and will not be turned off until all evidence confirms a false alarm. Lethargic behavior in regards to a possible SCP-AEQ scenario will not be tolerated. Description: SCP-AEQ is an event-class anomaly where all the birds of the U.S. state of California suddenly became aggressive and were seemingly drawn towards chaos. This event was limited to every species of bird. Those species of bird that couldn't fly, like chickens, didn't attack humans but instead refused to eat anything until they starved to death. Birds that could fly sporadically acted with great violence towards anyone and anything around them. As if they are the ones being threatened, they would violently peck and tear apart whatever they came across without mercy. There were only a few reports of very tiny birds, like lovebirds, not attacking, but instead occasionally displaying anomalous and very silly behavior. Despite being a rather simple anomaly, at least compared to most event-class anomalies, to this day, the Foundation has no way of determining how SCP-AEQ started and what exactly allowed it to finally end after only a month. As far as researchers could tell, there were no sound waves in the air or mimetics in the area that could have caused the event, nor were there any anomalous wavelengths being emitted from or towards the birds. None of the birds, both during and after the event, had any kind of particles, anomalous radiation, or anything to signify anomalous influence of any kind. It's almost as if what happened was a natural event, not influenced by any anomaly whatsoever. SCP-AEQ was discovered in 1963 and only lasted for about a month. Afterwards, it just suddenly stopped. The Foundation and the Global Occult Coalition set up emergency evacuation at medical sites all around the affected area. While medical staff treated the wounded, they made sure to administer the proper amnestics as well. The cover story is that a great storm hit the state, causing massive damage and casualties across California. Despite the cover-up story working surprisingly well, the resolution of SCP-AEQ was considered a failure, given it was not contained or even stopped by the Foundation. Ironically, all of this makes SCP-AEQ one of the most terrifying anomalies, not due to its anomalous properties, but due to the fact that we still don't know what caused it, or where to even start if it ever happens again. And that was SCP-AEQ. Thank you to everyone for watching this video to the end. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, as I'm trying to reach a goal of 200 subscribers. Also, don't forget to leave a like on the video and comment down below what you thought. As I always say, all criticism is helpful to creators, so please don't hold back on your opinions. Also, please check the links in the description below so you can follow me on Tumblr to stay up to date with all my content. And finally, a very special thank you to all my patrons who support me in doing what I love. If you want to be like them and have the same perks they do, then please subscribe today and get 15 weeks worth of content early, as well as updates on my content you can't find anywhere else. Thank you all again for watching, and hope you'll stick around as there's always more to come. By the way, did you know this movie inspired Birdemic? It's a 2010 movie that surpasses the original movie in every way, especially in visual effects. I watched it and gave it 10 stars. You should check it out too. Trust me, you won't regret it.